Columbia Broadcasting System and its affiliated stations present...
Oh, a microphony.
And a phony at the mic.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting. One of the best lines there is.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten hit with a copyright infringement when they say the Columbia Broadcasting System.
I think Columbia Broadcasting's been out of business for a few decades.
I bet somebody owns that copyright still.
The clip is so short, it's not on their radar. I hope. Not
Yet.
So, episode 2 of WTheAF, and we have tonight. We have a special guest, an old friend of the channel, not Brian.
Hey, nice to be here, gentlemen.
Yes, it's great to have you on, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it. It's been such a while since I've streamed properly anywhere. It's very rarely on anywhere these days due to some behind-the-scenes shenanigans, but I'm very grateful to be here tonight.
Well, I'm glad you're here tonight too. We're going to embark on some an interesting topic. So, and then we also have my co-pilot Abby. Someone is here.
Hi.
Yeah, there we go. Oh man. So let's see. Let's as you can see from the description, we're looking at the question is, who's engineering an oil crisis? And there's a lot of coincidences, and I don't believe in coincidences. I believe in well-made plans. And things happened in such a short time frame. I think there was 6 incidences, not counting what's going on in the Middle East right now, but we've got a series of oil refineries burning, blowing up, tankers blowing up and getting on fire, and then we have the good old Ukrainians are bombing Russian places too, causing a bunch of issues. But I'm told on the radio that the oil prices are going down. Yeah. Right.
Just not here.
The gas price sure is a shit, I can tell you that. So let's go to the first one here. Let's go to the obvious one. I'm going to pull this one up. I'm going to actually take myself off the camera. And let's see here. Click that button. Click this one. Click over here. And we're going to go to this one. And good old Ukraine. Ukraine confirms repeat strikes on Russia's oil refinery. There's a video. Well, we're not going to deal with the video. Ukraine's unmanned systems force, special operations forces, and defense intelligence have struck the oil refinery in Russia's Krasnodar, whatever, for the second time. I'm pretty sure the Russians are pissed. So yeah, they've been bombing the Russian. It's kind of tit for tat. With Russians will blow something up over there in Ukraine, and Ukraine will decide, well, we're going to send some drones over and bomb you. So we got that going on. So ever since the United States and Israel decided to start bombing Iran, the oil prices in the oil market has gone up, and people here in the United States, because we drill our own oil and we refine our own oil here, we have those capabilities, and people here are wondering, why in the hell did the fucking gas go up over $2 a gallon? From when the war started. Well, here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand this, or they decide to forget about it. Some people do know. is that because oil is a globally traded commodity, anything that happens to anywhere in the world as far as the production is concerned, that freaks out, and the price of oil spikes. Now, as I said earlier before we got started here, that for whatever reason, I'm hearing on the radio that the oil prices oil is going down, oil is stabilizing. Well, tell that to the fucking gas station. It's still over $2 a gallon, and in other places, some other places, it's even more than when it was when the war started. I don't know how it is over there in Scotland, Brian. Is it significantly higher, your petrol prices?
Everything seems to be higher from the last 4 years or so. Obviously, the UK relies a lot more, or did rely a lot more on the Russian energy than the United States ever does. But the cost of living here is exorbitant compared to what it used to be. It's very, in the last maybe 10, 15 years or so, world events, it feels very much like the party is over, sadly.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. It's crazy. I mean, I know that, when we had President Biden in office, everything was high, and stuff did start going down shortly after, 2025 started, right about halfway through 2025. And the significant thing was the gasoline prices here, and they went down, at least here where I'm at, they went down from, near $4. Well, basically they're back up to where they were. They're about $4.50 a gallon right now at the cheapest where I live, but it's gone up $2. So it was like down to $2.50 to even lower in February, before everything started with Iran. So, but then, we have, petroleum is an additive for a lot of different things. You have plastics, and that's used in different applications, from different types of hoses to plexiglass and other kind of polymers. But anything petroleum based is going up. And then that just cascades all over the place. But yeah, good old Ukraine. They're bombing, oil refineries there in Russia. And then, of course, we had the good old Nord Stream decided to commit suicide, didn't it? Yeah, I think that screwed Europe more than anything else, and Great Britain more than anybody else.
I don't think it's a particularly wise move. Not that I'm an expert in this field. I'm usually talking about superheroes and stupid shit like that. I don't think it's a particularly wise move for Ukraine to start going on the offensive, especially when a lot of their gear is supplied by the UK and the US.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of crazy. But we know that's been going on. It's been a tit for tat thing.
4 years now.
Over there, with them, they'll bomb, a pipeline or a refinery, and then they'll, the other guy goes and bombs their freaking refinery or whatever. But this is more like what? Let me see. Why did that change? Why didn't you change? Let me see if I can. Whoops! Doggone it. That was not what I wanted to do. But we're going to go here. There we go. So as a wave of fires and explosions hit strained global energy infrastructure, and across the past 2 weeks, a series of fires, explosions, and suspected attacks has disrupted oil refineries and power plants in countries including Russia, United States, Australia, India, and Romania. Each incident has its own preliminary explanation, ranging from confirmed military strikes to industrial accidents still under investigation. Taken together, they point to an energy system operating under unusual pressure at a moment of global instability. The incidents come amid continued disruption in global energy markets following the joint U.S.-Israel war in Iran that started in February 28. And restrictions on shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, a critical route of global oil flows. So I know over there they were bombing a bunch of places. I think Saudi Arabia got bombed, some oil places there, Kuwait, UAE, a bunch of other places just along that whole rim of the Hormuz Straits and stuff like that. And they had some stuff happen here in the States. I think in Florida, there was some weird shit going on with a couple of a refinery over there. Someone taking some pot shots at the place. I don't know. But it's quite crazy. They have a list. Actually,
I thought there was a fire in a refinery in Houston.
That's what I'm thinking of. In Houston. Where is that? I had an article here, but apparently I don't have it. But yeah, there was maybe they have it here. Here we go. United States, an explosion at a Valero Port Arthur refinery in Texas in late March triggered evacuations and prolonged flaring events, with investigations into the cause still ongoing. A separate oil well fire near Texas this week also prompted emergency responses and precautionary evacuations to cause yet to be determined. And then here's the big one, the Australian one, the fire at the Viva Energy Geelong refinery on April 16th forced the shutdown of one of the country's key fuel supply facilities. Authorities have pointed to a likely technical failure with no evidence of sabotage reported. Yeah. From what I understood from another news article, this is one of only 2 refineries in the country.
Wow. Geelong, that's not far. I've driven through Geelong several times. That's not far away from where I lived.
Isn't that what the southern part near the coast?
It's just next to Melbourne.
No, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And the thing is, I mean, if there is obviously there is a crisis going on, a lot of these little stories probably wouldn't have made it into the public eye. But when things are happening in a market that's already stretched, you're going to hear a lot more focus on these kind of smaller things as well, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, people are going to start paying more attention and bring them to, like stuff like that happened. Like, we might not have even heard about this in Australia.
Yeah, totally. But it's critical infrastructure.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it makes people wonder, it's like, what the hell, And then in India, they had a boiler explosion last Tuesday at one of their power plants, and killed 9 workers, and followed days later by a fire at another refinery. Oh my God. Yeah, it's just getting crazy. And then there's Romania. Now, Romania had an explosion on Monday at their Setvest power plant in Bucharest, caused a fire that damaged multiple transformer units and led to temporary instability in the city's power grid. Cause has not been confirmed. With everything that's been happening in Romania in the last couple of weeks with the election and all this crap, I would not doubt some sort of nefarious thing going on with that. Probably just some lone wolf guy just decided, I'm gonna mess with them. And then of course we all know the Russia-Ukraine war. That's an ongoing pissing match.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, exactly. this is the Russia's Black Sea coast. That's a picture of that there. Holy shit.
Do you know what's funny? See, seeing some of the photographs of the oil refineries up in smoke, it's some horrible memories brought back from the first Gulf War. Do you remember when they were retreating Iraqi forces?
Oh God, yeah.
The oil fields in Kuwait.
Yeah,
which was a pretty brilliant,
yeah.
pretty brilliant tactic in order to get out the road.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, man, it was like literally a hellscape, and they couldn't put out the well fires and stuff like because they'd actually hit the wells. They they lit all the wells on fire, and it's
you had to draft in Red Adair, remember?
Yeah.
Get him out of retirement.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's funny. I remember just to make the mood a little lighter. I remember there was a colleague of mine who liked a drink or two, and they used to joke that at his funeral they were going to have to get Red Adair out of retirement to put him out after the cremation.
Oh shit. Oh damn. I'll tell you what, that's a way to go.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This is a short one because it's not it's a big article. Anyway, this is an oil tanker sets port on fire in Myanmar, which is formerly known as Burma. For those of you who don't know what the hell Myanmar is. So an oil tanker catches fire in Myanmar. Shortly afterwards, it explodes. The fire spreads rapidly through the port, killing several people and injuring many more. At least 2 people have died in the explosion, a major fire in the port in northern Myanmar. 11 others were injured, some seriously, when an oil tanker caught fire on Monday evening, local time. Again, this is one of those things we never would have heard about. It would have just been a local story. Because as I was reading up on the Myanmar thing, there was another article from Myanmar that last year they had the same damn thing happen.
Really?
Yeah. So something very similar. Yeah. So this was reported by local media with references to the authorities. The flames then quickly spread to many other ships and boats, some of which were loaded with oil drums, as well as to vehicles in the port. The accident occurred early Monday evening, local time, in the Hamalan, in the Saigon region. According to the fire department, videos internet shows a huge column of black smoke rising in the sky. According to the information, an explosion occurred when fuel was being transferred from the tanker. The fire spread rapidly. Local residents told the German press agency several injured people in critical condition. It is not ruled out that the number of victims could rise. So they're not even sure. Yeah. Yeah, and then there was an eyewitness reported that there were thousands of barrels of oil on board the ships. Some boats were still trying to cast off while they were already on fire. That's Jesus. Crazy. The fire was aided by the current extreme heat in the region. The fire was still not completely under control. Yeah. The port is used locally, is for local trade in goods and fuel. A similar accident had occurred there in March. Oh, this year. Oh, that was last year. Back then, 2 tankers caught fire and at least 6 people lost their life. That's not a very safe place to work, it appears.
No.
that place. Oh. Yeah, that harbor, that dock, that port. No.
Not without a pair of asbestos underpants, Wookie.
Exactly. Asbestos. Heck yeah, man. Holy shit. Yeah.
We're certainly living in strange times, aren't we?
I'll tell you what, it's getting to be crazy. And, the amount of money the sheer vastness of money that governments just love to send somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, and like us, we'll send a boatload of freaking money. Well, we used to Ukraine. And I think Great Britain is doing the same. And the EU is doing the same. They're sending money and equipment and things like that. Because for some reason, somebody really wants a world war real quick. I don't know why, but they fucking do. Somebody does. I have no clue.
Military industrial complex.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think the main reason they've been supporting Ukraine is obviously they don't want the Russian creep to go any further, because obviously they can't. Sorry, I've got a bit of stuff going on in the background there. Obviously, they don't want to go any further because if Russia was to somehow take over Europe, then obviously being friends with the Chinese, etc., then it puts America in a hell of a position. So it's really in America's best interest, although it's not very fair if you're sitting at home watching the prices of your own stuff going up and up and up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a whole lot of money's going to Ukraine, but I think the bigger picture would suggest that supporting Ukraine is a good thing.
Yeah, I have an interesting opinion on Ukraine, and I don't really think that we United States should be supporting Ukraine in that their fucking leader is a cokehead. I'm sorry. That little bastard's a cokehead. It's the guy's a cokehead. A lot of the European Union leaders are cokeheads. They've been caught red-handed several times by the press, and it's just a fact. But they look the other way. I don't know why we support a druggie, but it is what it is. I mean, the guy conscripts old men and mentally handicapped people to go out to the front line and get slaughtered. But I digress. Yeah, I think if they would just come up with a freaking peace deal and end it and just stop, I think things would get a little bit better. But for whatever reason, like I said, somebody really wants a world war, and it's it's just stupid. Okay. Yep.
Well, none of it makes sense.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But that's the way it goes. But here's the funny thing we're talking about. You mentioned China, not Brian, and China has a little bit of a problem now, because one of their main portways is also another strait. It's called the Strait of Malacca, and the Strait of Malacca is pretty much surrounded by Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. And all three of those countries have some sort of control over the Strait of Malacca. And all three of those countries have some sort of formal agreement with the United States. So, and that is one of China's major routes for shipping and getting their oil and other goods to and from that part of the world. So they might be having a little problem here pretty soon, and China might be getting a little desperate, I'm assuming. But considering that, anyway, holy smokes! Let me pull this up here real quick. So let's see. More buttons. Find the button.
Find the button.
Find the button. Here we go. Let me drop this here, right here. And it's this section right here. So the three countries with direct sovereignty over the Strait of Malacca are Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. Among these, Singapore is the most strategically aligned with the United States. hosting the U.S. Navy's logistics group, Western Pacific, and maintaining a long-standing bilateral defense relationship. Malaysia balanced its ties by maintaining close economic relations with China while serving as a security partner for the U.S., though it is less militarily integrated than Singapore. Indonesia has recently deepened its strategic partnership with the U.S., including a new defense pact that grants U.S. military aircraft expanded operational access to Indonesian airspace to enhance surveillance and operation reach in the strait. Oh, China.
Yeah.
Oh, China. Yeah, I thought I'd pull that out. Pull that up and see. Oh, look who's in the chat. It's Cam. Hello, everybody. Those countries also hate China for all the atrocities over the centuries, just like Thailand and Cambodia. Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying, I think good old China might be in a little bit of a hurt situation regarding that Strait of Malacca. But yeah. So
I've been to Singapore a couple of times, very briefly, in stopovers. In fact, the same with Dubai Airport, which is one of the places I get hit. That was kind of en route to Oz. Was 2 stop-off points: Singapore, and Dubai.
What's that?
It's kind of strange to see the footage of it being somewhere you've being fucking blasted to.
No shit. I bet it's like, now Dubai. That's a pretty nice looking place, isn't it? Generally,
Dubai is an incredible place. The amount of money there is it's hard to, even just the airport, and they're changing that airport. They're actually going to move airports, but God, the airport's like something out of Star Wars. It's just incredible, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's a shame that they got blasted by the Iranians.
Yeah.
Cam in the chat says, think how the Chinese hate the Japanese for things like the Nanking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Holy crap. But, all this stuff with oil, the oil prices going up. I mean, that's the first thing you see. Now, like here, some prices on products. Now, see, I work as a third-party merchandiser for several different brands that are clients of my company. And so I go to different types of retailers. I go to small retailers that are more like pharmacies, gas stations, and then there's bigger ones like national chains, like big box stores, and grocery that are regional grocery stores, several different ones. And some prices did start going down when oil came down, or when the price of gas came down. Okay, you have to separate that. The price of oil and the price of gas are two different things. And I remember when we had the oil, when the oil in the United States was like $170 something a barrel, but gas was cheaper than it is now. So,
do you remember during the pandemic, the price of oil going down to something like, was it $50 a barrel? And someone said, "My God, that's not a bad price just for the barrel alone."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for that 55-gallon barrel. Yeah, but you see these weird things where, okay, the price of oil, like we're being told, all the price of oil is going down. Well, if you're telling me here in the United States it's going down, why is oil prices spiked everywhere else and it's a traded commodity in the world? Right. So I see the gas. I don't see, everyday people don't see the oil price. You know, you see the gas price, whether it's per gallon or per liter. You know, however it's the mathed out when you put it in your vehicle. That price has gone up. Now it did go down, like I said, when in 2025, when 25 started, Biden administration got kicked out. Trump came in, a lot of things were happening pretty fast in the first quarter of the year, 2025. Gas prices started going down. And once gas prices started going down consistently, then you had everything else that was adjacent to gas, like transportation costs, things like that for shipping, whether it's on a train or whether it's on a truck, and also, like I said before, anything that's manufactured using petroleum-based products, plastics, rubber, things like that, that have petroleum in them. So those things started going down a little bit. And then all of a sudden now, over the last few months, everything has spiked because of the war in Iran. And a lot of that has to do with the Strait of Hormuz, and there's still that goofy, holy shit.
What's your opinion on that? I mean, I don't know I know you guys are kind of more Republican minded, but what's your opinion on Trump and what he's done in there?
You know what? I think I like about 90% of what he's done.
In terms of his presidency, or just to do with Iran?
Presidency.
Right. But is this one area where you're not too keen?
Well, I just don't know about this stupid ass war.
Yeah, I think an awful lot of people are in the same boat.
I mean, I just don't. I mean, hey, yeah, okay, I understand it. They're sacks of shit over there. Those Iranian, the mullahs and the regime, they're killing their own people. They've been just terrorists and terrorizing people for 47 years, and they've done some dastardly crap.
Right.
But why now?
Not just why now, but the way it's been done as well. I think if you were going to go full pelt, I think you need a multi-national response. Everyone has to be at the table, and you need to have clear objectives. And I think the element of surprise that he tried is pretty much backfired. I think possibly with the situation with the Strait of Hormuz and how desperate it is that they keep, or important it is to keep that open. I think it's kind of almost at the meddling scale rather than doing anything constructive in terms of regime change. I think they thought they could do a few surgical strikes and take people out, not realizing the way they've got the country set up that they can still keep on running like this. And it's probably worse not having a central government to tell everyone what to do, which seems to be the case just now, it being fragmented. And obviously you've got the NATO countries who are going to be less likely to want to be involved, partially because of they haven't been briefed about this for a start, and also because of the quagmire that they've had in Iraq and Afghanistan. Coupled, I think, with some of the comments that Trump's made, I don't think have been particularly helpful in terms of how he's addressed NATO, and a lot of it I think has been pretty unfair, to be honest. Not that they are angels either.
Yeah, I think we know without an escape plan, without an exit plan.
Yeah, exit plan. But and I mean, overall. Oh, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
So I think you hit the nail on the head when you talk about the time scale. I think with what's going on in the rest of the world, especially in terms of Ukraine, the last thing we needed was more instability. So, I mean, I'm the same as you. I would definitely question the timescale.
Yeah, the Ukraine thing is bad enough. With all that, the shenanigans going on over there, and it's just a tit for tat. We blow up your refinery, you blow up our refinery. You blow up this power plant, we blow up that. It's just stupid. And
I think also with Trump, his business dealings, he was used to, being able to use threats quite effectively. But when you're doing that against a regime who have quite happily to go to the grave over the points they're trying to prove, then your threats aren't worth much. And you think about that as a civilization. I mean, how many millennia have Iran, Iraq, Persia area been on the go? They've been up and down, to say the least.
All I care about is that fucking if they get rid of all these mullahs and stuff in Iran, and get rid of all those terrorist guys, and it goes back, the Shah comes back or the Shah's son comes back, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All I care about is if we're going to import anything from Iran, let it be oil and the Iranian women. Because holy damn.
Sinner.
Anyway, there's we have a pharmacist. One of the places that I go in and do business in for my company. There's a pharmacist. She is Persian, and she's very happy to tell you she's Persian. And I guess she grew up in London, and I think she's back there right now on vacation, according to one of her colleagues. So, but she's married to an American, and she teaches belly dancing, or she used to.
Really?
Oh yeah. So yeah. Yeah. And she has an interesting accent.
I would imagine so. With
because she grew up in London. So, but anyway, yeah, she doesn't. She's Persian. She doesn't identify as anything ethnically other than Persian. So, but yeah, what's Cam? Let's see here. Stop making salient points.
I wouldn't go that far.
All extremism is bad, including Christian and political. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Here's another international bunch of bullshit. Our great ally is in southern Lebanon, destroying Christian everything in southern Lebanon. Just basically razing villages, structures that have stood for over 2,000 years, and just completely bulldozing everything to dust. Mostly, and it's Christian stuff. There's no Hezbollah anywhere. And the wonderful Catholic Pope, I'm not Catholic. I know people who are Catholic. I'm not Catholic. Catholic Pope's over there opening up a prayer room for the religion of peace in the Vatican.
What
the fuck is going on in this world?
That's strange.
Yeah, it is strange. It's very crazy. And not one. I have not heard anything on X. And if someone said something on X, it'd probably pull up in my feed. If someone said something about the dastardly shit that's going on, like from a country, or the Pope would say, hey, why are you doing that? That's not right. You don't hear anything. No one's saying shit.
No.
At all. Nothing.
No.
Zero. About the destruction of these Christian villages, the instant refugees. Now that you have people have been driven out of their homes, again, like I said, structures have stood for 2,000 years. Churches, cultural heritage. It's almost like the shit that's going on in Syria. Yeah. Except that's the ISIS terrorists that are going around killing the Christians and burning shit down.
Well, Lebanon's got if you were to Google a map, you'll see that Lebanon has got quite an unbelievably eclectic mix of different religions and even different types of Islam too. It's quite incredible.
Yeah,
for all their tech that they have in Israel, it's quite incredible how they seem to be doing it almost at random in these kind of places. It's I know they're struggling for survival technically, but it is pretty horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cam in the chat says Persian is what people from Iran don't want. The stigma of being associated with the Iranian regime, and so yeah, exactly, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why the cats insist on being called Persians, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
You're talking about
Iranian cats.
You're talking about the persecution of the Christian sites and stuff. Don't forget what's going on in Africa and Nigeria, I believe, with them slaughtering the white Christians or any Christian.
Any one of them. Yeah. That's crazy. And I don't know if she's still there, but someone I used to work with is a Christian missionary, and she was down there her first mission trip was South Africa, and then they went to someplace else, and then I think she had posted on Instagram or Facebook that they were being evacuated out at one point a few years ago to get the hell out. But yeah, it's that whole dude. There's just so many crazy people running around.
Scary times. Well, quite naively. Sorry, Abby, you go.
It's the zealots. You have to. This is a concerning thing. You have these religious zealots who go on these rampages with anybody that's not a believer of their religion, I guess.
Yeah. You have the zealots. Yeah.
There seems to be a rise of extremism all over the place. And obviously Western countries and more technologically advanced countries, you're going to have to look at social media for doing a lot of that division. Right.
Oh, no question.
But I actually thought it's naive enough to think, when the pandemic happened, that, humanity's had a bit of a scare, regardless of what you thought of that. It was a long time we didn't know what the hell was going on. And I actually thought it might have ushered in a new era of peace and understanding, as if it was everyone against the virus. But it seems to have had the exact opposite effect. It's acted like a catalyst for every little petty fucking international gripe they had going.
Yeah. I mean, you have, going back to the pandemic, you had these, basically, as we know now, a majority of the things that we were being told were complete and utter bullshit lies, like blatantly to basically impugn, belittle, and put fear into the general populace on purpose to better control them. Whether it was here in Europe or wherever. I mean, the death numbers from COVID were extremely inflated. And then here in the States, I don't know how it was over there in Scotland or Britain, but here the hospitals, when they diagnose somebody with COVID, they got federal money per head. Every single patient.
People are inflating the numbers because of that. Yeah.
The other thing, someone would die in a car accident or die of cancer. Oh, they would put the cause of death as COVID because they tested positive for COVID. They didn't have it, but they tested positive.
They tested positive with COVID with zero symptoms.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they died from an engine falling on them.
Right.
And that's the thing. The people were going to court because the medical examiner was saying, oh, well, or the doctor, whoever was saying, oh, he died of COVID. No. He died because a 500-pound freaking block of metal crushed his chest under a car. And they were taking these things to court because the insurance wouldn't pay. The life insurance wouldn't pay because they saw he died of COVID. And no, he didn't die of COVID. Or someone got hit by a car, or someone's riding a bike and got hit by a car, or all this. There was a lot of crazy shit going on here in the United States, and people were going to court, suing the insurance companies and everything because they wouldn't pay up on their life insurance policies. So
I can understand them want to maybe, I don't know if spread alarm, but certainly for get people to exercise caution back at the start when no one really realised what we're dealing with. I can understand that because it was certainly the idea of hospitals being unable to take patients that was happening in some parts of Europe was a big threat. But certainly there's an awful lot of people made a hell of a lot of money out of that as it went on.
Oh, no question.
I thought it was funny that they would say, the hospitals were overflowed with COVID victims and COVID patients and stuff. And then you would see a TikTok video of all these nurses dancing in the hallways.
Yeah, there would be nobody. Yeah. I mean,
nobody there.
It was pretty stupid.
I can understand part of that. It's you want to try and keep the morale up if they're losing people all over the place. But I mean, at the same time, if you're sitting being told that you can't get in to see your loved one as they, elderly or whatever, as they pass away, meanwhile you've got nurses dancing about, it's like, fuck me, a bit of sensitivity, please.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And
can I say hello to the captain? And
the absolutely.
Oh yes,
Captain. Yes. Captain in the chat says, I was busy re-listening to my own live stream. Greetings, not Brian. And he says, Wookie, how much did you pay him? 2 cheeseburgers and French fries. No.
Only 2.
Oh, yeah, and a Diet Coke.
Yeah. Yes. Because the Diet Coke makes a difference at that point.
I do like a cheeseburger. I'm a bit like I'm like a combination between Randy and Julian from the Trailer Park Boys. I like to have a cheeseburger and walk about with a drink in my hand at all times.
There you go. Oh yeah, there we go. Well, we got plenty of cheeseburgers around here. I'll tell you what.
If I was born in America, I would be about 3 times the size I am just now.
Yeah, no, I tell you what. Yeah, that North American food is not conducive to good blood flow.
Did you hear the latest one now?
What is the latest?
You'll like this. Apparently now, I don't know if there's any truth to it, but there's this thing called the red tick. And if you get bit by this thing, it gives you an allergic reaction to eating red meat.
Oh, that's the Lone Star, the one that has the white dot on its back.
Yes.
The Lone Star tick. Yeah, I know. That's, yeah.
And it's funny, I'm like, Bill Gates has been going around trying to sell his processed meat.
Yes, his fake meat.
And all of a sudden this thing comes out.
Lab grown meat.
Yeah. Now this thing comes out and I'm like,
something
smells rotten in the state of Denmark.
Well, here's the thing. The Lone Star tick has been around for, I want to say, about 10 years. But it's been spreading out its territory exponentially. Usually, it was primarily in the centrally located, part of the United States in the mountains and stuff like that. But it's been branching out a little bit, and it's been getting a little prevalent. Now, the thing is, though, because this has been happening so much, there's been some people have gotten it. Yeah, they get deathly sick. Like it's bad. You can't eat red meat. You can't eat any meat. One gentleman had a testimony that he was finally able to eat chicken. He found that chicken was the only thing that wouldn't make him sick. As far as protein, a meat protein. But everything else, especially beef. I mean, instant reaction. It's like people who are allergic to bee stings. Like, it's just like immediately, like death. It's there.
What's the worst thing you could be allergic to, Wookie? When it comes to your food and
I would probably say meat.
Yeah, that'd be it for me.
Yeah,
because I like I said, I've read these stories about people who've gotten bitten by the Lone Star tick, and it's now the Lone Star tick has been captured and studied, and it's been found that it's not normal in nature. meaning it's been engineered. But yeah, I think meat because it's the basis of protein in the Western world, in majority of the world. Meat, whether it's beef or pork, lamb, chicken, and then or fish, if you want to call fish a meat. Like shark is more like, I mean, you look at if you've ever had shark before, it kind of resembles chicken.
It does
in a way when you look at it, if it's cut right. But I mean, it'd be pretty horrendous for a society not be able to, eat meat because you got this allergy now that lab engineered. Do you like chicken? Yeah, I actually do like chicken. I'm gonna have some chicken strips tonight.
I had a friend, a terrible friend, who used to go up to girls in the dance clubs and say, "Do you like chicken hen?" And then he would point to his groin and say, "Because this is foul."
Oh shit!
Sorry,
how many times did he get slapped?
Too many.
Oh shit! Oh,
you'd have to go to veganism, wouldn't you? You'd have to be sitting, end up drinking that Huel stuff by the liter.
Well,
there's no way I can do veganism.
You would be here's something. You would be completely screwed if you were allergic to peanuts and meat. Because the only thing you'd fucking be able to eat is lettuce. I mean,
jeez,
vegetable.
Yeah, some kind of vegetable, maybe a fruit. But now,
like you'd end up like Cynthia Erivo from Wicked, wouldn't you? Fucking Ariana Grande eating 2 lettuce leaves a day.
Exactly.
I'm gonna eat a stalk of kale.
Jesus.
Yeah, it would be pretty horrendous. But yeah, I think when you look at that, like that, what you were talking about, Abby, and that they were saying that Bill Gates is lab grown meat. Okay.
Yes.
Mutated Frankenstein meat. Okay.
Yep.
Is going to be the savior
God.
for those with the with that allergy.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, it is.
No. But
you're going to see T levels drop in men like a.
Yeah. Oh,
can they drop any further the way things are going?
Oh, tell me about it. Holy crap.
Well, yeah.
All the crap. And here's another thing. This goes back to COVID, right? So someone gets COVID or someone, okay, let's say they don't get COVID, but they've been coerced into getting the jab, and they get the jab. They're fine as far as before the jab. They don't really have any comorbidities, their issues or anything like that. They're perfectly fine. 2 weeks later, they got a heart problem, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and freaking high blood sugar. All of a sudden, 2 weeks after the shot. Like now, you're having to take fucking blood thinners, blood pressure medication, blood sugar medication, cholesterol medication. It's like, what the fuck? And so they all make money. Pharmaceutical always makes the money. Big pharma.
Oh, yeah.
They always get you.
Oh, yeah.
So how many timelines in Back to the Future? I don't know. I only care about Miller time.
Yeah.
Holy shit. There's another thing. Beer. I haven't had any freaking alcohol since the last 4 years.
What?
What's the matter with you?
How'd you manage it? I could
high
not
blood
do
pressure,
it.
high cholesterol.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. I'll let you off.
And
the
stupid man.
I've got those things. I drink anyway.
Well, fuck.
Do you know what I'm drinking tonight, Wookie?
What are you drinking?
I'm back on the Jack Daniels. I haven't had Jack Daniels for a good couple of years. I've been drinking a combination of Glen Moray and Glenmorangie 12, which is just glorious. But I'm back on the Jack tonight because I'm skint.
What was that one? It's Glen. Is it Irish?
Glenlivet.
Yes. No.
Is there a frog in the studio?
No. It's not with an L. It's with an F. Glen, and it has an F after Glen.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember that right there. Drinking that. Yeah, there we go. Yes. That was. Oh yeah.
Glenfiddich.
That was good. It's expensive, but it's good. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I was more like the SoCo or Jim Beam guy with Coke.
I used to like going hitting the Jim Beam after I'd been for a good drinking session. You come back home and someone's got a bottle of Jim Beam. You just start taking it straight out of the bottle of Jim Morrison style.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, no.
Do you know, so just to change the subject entirely, yes, I used to have when I was in Melbourne, I'm still quite a big Doors fan. When I was in Melbourne, I saw a Doors tribute act, and the guy who was playing Jim Morrison was Pakistani. And the only similarity between him and Jim Morrison was he cracked open a bottle of Jim Beam at the start of the concert and was 3/4 of the way through it towards the end and nearly fell off the stage. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, damn. He was definitely getting into his role.
It was nothing like it. That's literally the only thing he did was it's going method.
Yeah, it's definitely going
right.
Catherine in the chat. Of course, I have a big splash of cherry Coke in mine. There we go.
The thing with whiskey is once you start to drink it straight, you can't go back to putting coal and stuff. Once you're used to this.
Well, the thing is, I had to go back. I had to go to beer exclusively because the hard alcohol was tearing my stomach up, and I had to stop and just deal with beer. And I was drinking a lot of the Mexican beer, which is good stuff. And you get it, there's a lot of it here since I'm only 20 miles from the freaking border, so it's like different kinds of beer, and
there's a lot of tequila.
No, my wife's a tequila drinker. I can't deal with tequila. No, hell no. No way.
We get Estrella Damm here from Barcelona.
Oh, really?
I'm not a big beer fan, but if I'm ever drinking, that's what I'll drink. I'll drink Estrella Damm. And there was the good lady. I think she ordered some stuff, and I don't know how your groceries work with you, but if they've not got the right groceries here, they'll send you like a substitute or a replacement when they send it to the house. Mm-hmm. And there's some other beer that I need to try. It was a Madrid variant, and obviously you've got Barcelona and Real Madrid being the two massive football clubs there. So I might have to switch my allegiances if this fucking Madrid beer is nice.
Oh yeah. Well, here, they got a lot of you've got the you call it football, we call it soccer here, but they have the Club America, which is big down here along the border and in South America, and so most of all the beer displays when it comes to World Cup, it's all the Mexican brand of beers. All the displays, they'll have all kinds of Tecate and Pacifico and Dos Equis and frickin' Modelo, all kinds of different displays of beer like that. And they've even got the most interesting man in the world. That guy, they got a standee of him in one of the places I go into all the time. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, earlier I was trying to I was talking about the prices and stuff. The funny thing is, the wife came home this afternoon, and she picked up just a few items at the good old Walmart. And Brian, not Brian, that's like a Tesco's. Okay.
Do you know it's funny? You have Walmart in the States. We have the equivalent. It's called Asda, and it's the same people who own it.
Oh, really?
What's it called?
Asda, ASDA. It's the same.
Really?
Owned by the same people. Yeah, it's very similar.
Okay. It does well. Yeah, the Walton family probably. Yeah, probably. But yeah, so anyway. They supposedly have the best prices or the cheapest, whatever, on the worst food you can imagine. So the prices went up on like stuff, like on different, sandwich meats and things like that. And it's been going up ever since the first of the year. So inflation has come down, but the prices on stuff have gradually continued to go up on food items. And even some of the product that I represent, and I represent several different clients, several different brands. One of them is from a company called Keurig Dr. Pepper. You've probably heard of Keurig. Well, they own Dr. Pepper, and they have several different other drinks, from apple juices to chocolate milk, and they've got cocktail stuff for mixed drinks. And so the prices on the stuff that I'm dealing with, as far as the mixed drink stuff, has all gone up too. It went up last week, and I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like it went up. It went up 30 cents. 30 cents? Yeah, 30 cents. Now the funny thing is the price of gas is cheaper than a half a gallon of tomato sauce for your drink. Like,
really?
Fucking shit. I mean, so if you buy 2 half-gallon jugs of clam and tomato drink mix, you get 1 gallon out from the 2 half gallons into one. The same ratio. Gas is half price than that stuff. I'm like, are you friggin' kidding me? I'm like, what the frig? And it's starting to show because people aren't buying it. If it ain't on sale, I'm not going to buy it. And when the inflation was high here, back when good old Joe was president and inflation was high and prices were high, no one bought hardly anything unless they were starving or it was on sale. And a lot of the people around here, they look for the sales. Yep, they look for the sales. So I don't know.
Shite times.
Oh yes, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
We've got something terrible in Scotland. Scotland obviously has an alcohol problem, and by that I don't mean lack of availability.
Well, there's no shortage. Well, that's good.
So they've brought in something called minimum pricing, which doesn't really affect me because I tend to drink the more expensive spirits and stuff. But the shops were famous for selling alcohol that was really quite cheap, like 2-liter bottles of stuff that would blow your head off, that kind of stuff. So they brought in the minimum alcohol pricing to try and make sure that people would be restricted a bit in terms of buying it. But to me, the sad thing is, for me, if someone is a proper alcoholic, they're going to get their hands on that stuff anyway, either way. So to me, that was just punishing families that were already probably in a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing too. See, here where I'm at, because we're close to the Mexican border and everything, and so a lot of the families here, they're just working class. Okay, whether they're Hispanic or they're white or they're black, they're working class. Most of them are, and so they're gonna shop at the places that have the best prices. I can tell you from friggin' experience. I've been in the stores early in the morning when they friggin' open, and some lady will come up to the meat counter and she's got the ad right there. She's on the phone with somebody, and she finds an employee that's working the meat counter, and I'm like, hey, you got XYZ and this price and blah, 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 right? She's on the phone with a lady friend of hers at the competitor store and trying to find out what the price is. So if the one lady at the other competitor store says the price is cheaper for basically beef or whatever, ham, whatever it is, turkey, doesn't matter. The one lady just turns around and storms out and drives to the other freaking store. It's like, fucking gone. I've seen it. Or it's the other way around. She'll tell him, hey, the price is XYZ. It's better here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll see you in 10 minutes. And it's like,
do you know how you can combat that kind of behavior, Bookie? Do you know what I would throw one of those fucking ticks at her?
Just carry a jar around, just fling him at people.
Yeah, there you go.
She'll never be back. She'll never be back in the store again.
I know, right? Oh my god! Holy shit! That would be funny though.
So you live next to? You're allowed to say that. I don't know if you want to say this in the stream. You live next to the border.
Yeah, I live 20 miles away, north of Mexico.
What state would that be? You don't have to say you're on a live stream.
Oh well, it's near the Colorado River,
right?
On the east side of the Colorado River.
Arizona.
Anywhere near Bisbee?
Bisbee.
Doug Stanhope territory.
He's about, I want to say like 2.5, maybe 3 hours away.
Yeah, I think it's about 3 hours from Bisbee.
All right.
Northeast, I think.
I try and keep track of all the. I stream with a lot of American gentlemen. I try and keep track of where everyone is, so I don't say something that's insensitive.
Yeah, I think. You know who Razor Fist is? He's out of Phoenix, I believe.
Right.
He lives in Phoenix. There's another YouTuber. He has a channel called Homesteadonomics, and he's near Tucson. He's got a pretty decent channel. He doesn't do streaming, but he has a pretty decent sized channel. There was actually a family here south of Yuma that had a farm, and they had a YouTube channel, and it was going pretty good. And then they up and sold their farm and moved. Like, fucking shit. Like, what the heck? Cam in the chat says, Wookie, you live down Yuma and Gila way. Yes, I do. Well, yeah, Gila Bend is about 90 miles from me. So, yeah, but yeah.
Yuma as in the 310 to Yuma.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
Do you know, I'm quite well travelled, but I've never actually been to the States. The good lady's been to the States a number of times. In fact, she's got a stamp on her passport that was believe it or not, the 10th of September 2001. She was in San Francisco when that all kicked off. And they get stranded. They get stranded in the States for a week.
Wow.
Not able to come home.
Crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. Well, I've always been trying to manipulate you folks there on that big island to come over here. There's plenty of room for all of you if you want to, evacuate.
Do you know, it's a pity I didn't know you guys back when I was, pre-family. Kind of done what I wanted, but it's always limited with your family. It's just like it's the ball and chain. No disrespect, but
I understand. I remember our conversations about things. So I totally understand what you're saying. But yeah, if anybody's watching out there and wondering, there's lots of room here especially in Arizona. So you'll never have to. Well, if you're in the southern part of the state, you'll never shovel snow. There's no freeze. You'll never shovel snow. You just got to invest heavily in air conditioning.
Do you know? I was told that before I moved to Australia. I was told that it's snow and stuff, and I got there and I shit it was must have been the April, so less than 4 months after I'd arrived, and I had to scrape the ice off my windscreen in the morning in Melbourne. I couldn't believe it. I could not fucking believe it. This wasn't part of the deal.
Yeah, exactly.
He was lied to.
What is this, a bait and switch?
Yeah.
Well, I do have to say that the northern part of the state has all 4 seasons, and they get snow, they get really cold temperatures, and it's very it's a big hunting area up there, up the northern part of the state, closer to Nevada, Utah, Colorado, the Four Corners right there, which is Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. Those the Four Corners right there. But then anything to the west of that, but the whole northern section north of Phoenix is beautiful woodland areas, just hunting, all kinds of stuff. You can get it what's called a combo hunting license, which is fishing and big game both for a year, and which is kind of cool. Or if you just like here, it's just fishing. I mean, you could get a gaming license for like doves and stuff like that, but
well, there's also desert rams in that region too.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Just I guess if you're into pre-cooked meat, sure.
Yeah.
It's already been charbroiled.
You don't have to barbecue it. You just
walking around.
You cut it up.
Kev in the chat says, Wookie, you live down Yuma and Hilo. Yeah. I used to go back and forth from Tempe to San Diego. No, well, yeah. Yep. Straight shot there, the old freeway, straight from to San Diego. We're quite happy down here at Dr. Jones.
I wish Captain's obviously in New Zealand. I wish I'd gone there, lift down that neck of the woods.
Yeah, well, they did all the filming of Lord of the Rings down there.
Yeah.
Beautiful freaking country. Just beautiful. Cam in the chat says, better have plenty of gas and a horn. Oh, yeah. Shit. Yeah, plenty of gas for sure. Neither was handing over a broom to this bounty hunter. Yeah. Flagstaff gets snow. There's skiing. I got pics of me snow at the Grand Canyon. Yeah. Flagstaff. Yeah, it snows. It snows. I got to go to Ehrenberg this week in the middle of freaking nowhere.
I'm going to say, why?
Yeah, because my company's paying me to drive.
I think you need a raise.
Yeah.
Go
Tell me about it. Yeah. Ehrenberg. Good. I think there's like 2 gas stations and that's it.
Captain used to live in America at some point. I think he lived in New York, didn't he?
Did he? I think he did. Don't forget Winona and her big brown beaver.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh.
So, I'm sorry,
You
give me a
okay?
second. Yeah, it's okay. Just someone's trying to get in. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah, shit. Ehrenberg. God, what the fuck? When I saw that on my list, I'm like, I called my boss. I said, Ehrenberg's at least 2 hours one way. And he says, well, the client's paying us a shitload of money, so we have to go do it, unfortunately. I said, I'm going to drive 2 hours each way for a 20-minute stop.
Yeah.
He says, we'll just make a day out of it. Okay, boss. You got it, boss. Whatever.
Yeah.
So shit. But yeah, so yes, I am a native New Yorker apart from the native part. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, New York's gone to shit now.
Yeah.
It's like fucking now it's like the movie Escape from New York. All the crazy crap that's going on there. Well, yeah.
You elect the communist mayor, you're gonna get some kind of
that guy is I don't know. I don't know. With all the weird political crap going on that I hear about, and I'm sure you do too, my brilliant freaking governor and the attorney general and somebody else too was another part of the the governing class that was elected at the same time. We're all elected on with questionable ballots. So yeah, especially this our junior senator, fucking asshole. That guy who was freaking out because of the picture that came up with the video with him and Eric Swalwell and some young girl somewhere in a hotel room.
Yeah, and there's allegations against him now.
Oh yeah, there are, because the scar behind his left ear matches the scar behind the left ear of one of the guys in the picture.
Yeah.
Coincidence? I don't think so. Commie mayor shit on the street. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Captain in the chat, no longer. Yeah, the world we know. Yeah. World we grew up in no longer exists. Unfortunately. Oh, shit. We almost moved to Flagstaff. Well, better Flagstaff than Tucson. That's a commie cesspit.
Yeah, well,
shit.
It goes against my theory. Any city that has a major university, they all have libtards in it.
Oh yeah, yeah. We drove through there before we moved from San Diego out here. We were going to move over there. I was going to transfer with the company I was working for. They had an office there, but they couldn't pay me what I was making. I had to take a pay cut if I was going to take the job, and I said, "No, that's fine."
Yeah,
no, that's fine. No.
I like that stuff called money.
Yeah, no. Cam. I've been to all but I think it's 7 of the states. Dude, that's awesome, man. You've been to a lot more states than I've ever been. Fucking shit. I've been to born and raised in California, live in Arizona, traveled through New Mexico and Texas, Oklahoma when I was a kid. Been through Nevada, been through Utah. Great fucking drive. That was a great trip. Utah. We went up to Ogden. That was great. Played golf there. Heard of Bigfoot. I don't know what the fuck. Oregon. Went through Oregon for a little bit. And that's about it for me. I don't get out too much.
None of us do as we get older. We always end up stuck.
Yeah. No.
Well, especially now, you can't afford to go anywhere.
Well, that is true.
Captain in chat, Fort Lauderdale Junior High in the house. Nice. Woohoo! Camp, B-Dog High. Anyway, so yeah, crazy shit going on around the world everywhere. And why does it always seem like, is it just me or is it all the Western countries turning into friggin' communist dictatorships? Is it just me? Or is that why? And everybody's being affected by immigration and all this, all the Western countries.
Yeah.
We're the only ones, it seems like, that we have to make concessions for the new guys coming in. They got here illegally on a boat, but they get all the benefits and they get the free phone and the free house and the free everything else. While our families and our friends and our veterans are sleeping on the street.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit. But hey, I might be biased. I don't know.
I never really look into these matters too deeply, but certainly in terms of the vets always get seen to get the worst end of the stick.
They get shafted all the time.
And you a couple of guys that had done service, infantrymen, and they're fucked up beyond belief, and the support they get is just
they
terrible,
get none.
Absolutely terrible,
Well, they're euthanizing them in Canada. Instead of giving them, benefits or help them out with whatever surgeries or whatever ailments, they're offering them suicide. Like, what?
God.
Yeah. I don't know. It sucks.
That's, yeah.
Fuck.
This stream's taking a dark turn. We're talking about.
I know it has
drunk.
taken
a
dark
Fucking.
We've turned down Nightmare Street.
Do you know what I missed doing? I mean, I've not done these streams for quite a while, but what I missed the last few streams I've done, no one's asked me to read out a chat in a silly voice or a accent or something.
Well, go ahead.
Am I getting one? Give me the captain's last one.
You got it.
Captain Infinity, Time Travel Police in the chat says, everybody except Pound, ironically enough.
Here, do this one.
Captain Infinity, Time Travel Police in the chat says,
please do mine.
Yeah. That's the Brian we know and love.
It's been such a long time. Remember in 2021, I was streaming every night. We were all together.
Oh, yeah. The good old days. Hey, do you have any communication with Z at all?
Yes, I'm in relatively frequent with Z. Although he has been he's not been on as many streams as he usually does recently. I don't know what's going on. I think his work had possibly kind of taken over things for a while. You know what it's like. You know that horrible way when real life gets in the way of the internet every now and again.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You hear that? Yeah. So, yeah.
Work is a 4-letter word.
It is. It is a 4-letter word. Well, you know what, gentlemen? I'm going to have to call this a night.
Yeah.
So I want to say thank you to Not Brian for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. It's been a long time, and hope we can do this again soon.
You're very welcome. Can I just also thank you? Mutual masturbation session here. Can I just thank you very much for the invite? It's been a joy being on with you two fine gentlemen this evening, and I hope we can do it in the future if I haven't embarrassed you too much. And it's been nice interacting with the chat and stuff as well.
No, you've been awesome. Not Brian, it's great. I always enjoy seeing you in the chat too, in my chats and stuff. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Here with the bunnies in our show, doing that stuff. So, yeah. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Cam, and you want to read that one out? Read that one out.
Oh dear. Cam's Crash Courses 6223 in the chat says this place sucks, except for everywhere where else being worse is what I used to think. We are regressing as a species and giving up our autonomy to tech/AI and robots. We are illiterate and proud of it. Well, certainly, you're with the first line, you're quite illiterate yourself, Cam, but it's very nice to have you in the chat. Thanks, Cam.
We're going to have Cam. I'm going to have Cam on one of these nights to talk about something that he witnessed, he saw, and it should be interesting. He mentioned it the last stream. I don't know if you remember, Abby. We did 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
I want to get him on and have him talk about that. We have to coordinate.
Before we go, can I make a very quick point? It's got nothing to do with anything. Very briefly.
Yes.
The captain's asking us to. So the next time he says, "Can we discuss Back to the Future at great length?" I found something horrendous about Back to the Future tonight. Believe it or not. Did you know that the actual production DeLorean car? Obviously, one of the key plot points in Back to the Future is the car goes up to 88 miles an hour before it can time travel. The actual production DeLorean car speedometer, due to regulations in the States, only went up to 85.
Holy crap. That's hilarious. Oh my
God.
God.
I'll shut up and let you go.
Yeah. Captain in chat. Next time, can you please discuss Back to the Future at great length? I don't know. I might talk about actual allegations of time travel. Yeah, things that the Vatican might have some stuff and reports of actual time travel or time slips. So, yeah, who knows? We'll see. We'll see. There's no right or wrong way. Anyway, I've got to go. Anyway, Thank you everybody in the chat. The captain, Cam, B-Dog was in there too. Thanks everybody watching on Rumble and on YouTube. We greatly appreciate your time. Again, thank you to my guests, not Brian Young, stepping in, and Abby Someone. And we will see you next week, this same time, same channel. I'll be with Bunny and Cruel Beer Ab, and we'll be discussing some sort of conspiracy. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but should be an interesting short stream.
Yes.
Anyway, again, thanks everybody. Have a great weekend wherever you're at, or morning. And we'll look forward to you being in the chat and watching again. Have a good one.
We all just want to party. Yes, we don't care what we're talking.